So as you can see, the name of the project called the Word on Plate. So the background of this project has a different thing. One is George Brown College has a student-run restaurant called the Chef's House, where culinary and hospitality students cook and serve food to real customers. And second is our idea is to take this extinct concept outside the campus and bring it to the underpass market, which is close to the school and popular with public. Also, by moving this service outside the school, we can reach more people and promote our culinary program and give students a real chance to practice in a real professional public setting. Also, our main goal is to selling food from different culture to our public. Also, I think it's a really great way to introduce their own culture from the different country, different areas as well. Also, it is important to us. And for the George Brown College, it helps raise awareness of the culinary arts program and attract new students to the George Brown College. Also, for the George Brown College students, it provides hands-on learning in a real setting, which will help them build skills for their future careers. For the volunteers, it gives them a chance to gain new skills and be involved in a meaningful community event. It's also a really great chance to celebrate Toronto's diversity while providing George Brown College students with important real-world experience. And our goal is to achieve at least 10,000 in total selling over 2 weekends. Customer satisfied, we want to reach 70% of that from the food quality and the service. Also, we want to have 5,000 views across the George Brown College and the student social media channels.
So I'll quickly explain why our project is needed and what are the key benefits it brings. So right now, culinary students prepare amazing food every week, but most of it stays inside of the school if they don't sell it or they made a class and many situations can come up. So there's no real outlet to connect this work with the public. So we saw that need a gap for a real world practice where students can actually apply their skills outside of the classrooms or practice for the real life. So now the benefits of doing that would be that first, it gives students real experience, not just like in theory. They can actually bring it like in hands on their experience outside of the world, like to the real public and real responsibilities. Second, it shows the public the quality of GVC programs right in the community. And third, it opens the door for future students events like these ones, like maybe the marketing students or the people who are behind, they can actually show to the people what they are capable of in creating events. So this project is more than just selling food. It's a full learning opportunity for everyone involved.
All right, so this is the plan for question 3. Pre-week part 1, milestones 1, 2, and 3 will be the completion of team setup, permit submission, and menu confirmation. Team setup is making like getting everyone for the kitchen, getting everyone for marketing, getting everyone for the team that'll be handling the stalls. Permit submission would be just that. Permit submission and menu confirmation is just making sure the kitchen knows what's being made and if they can make it. Pre-week part 2, milestones 4 to 7 is marketing campaign launch, operational setup and ready, team trained rostered, and go decision approved. Marketing campaign launch, we're going to leave that to marketing. They can handle that operational setup, making sure we have everything for the stalls, team trained and rostered. Everybody knows exactly what they're doing, where they're supposed to be, and how to do their job. And go decision is the final green light for this project to work. Halftime, milestone 8. Halftime will be after weekend 1. We're going to come together as a group, see if there's anything we need to fix, anything that needs to change, make the adjustments we need to make, and go out in the second half and knock it out the park. Finale, milestone 9 and 10 would be event completion, monitoring phase completion. It would be the end of week 2, making sure we hit our goal, making sure the stakeholders are satisfied, things like that. And finally, party time. It's over. We did our thing. We celebrate, job well done. And yeah.
For the cost, this is a George Brown College student project. We can use the chef's house kitchen, tools, tables, and storage from the school. All the food is prepared by students during class time with faculty supervision, so we don't need to pay anything extra for kitchen labor or equipment. Those costs are zero. The only labor cost we include is for the event. Our team has a project manager, operations lead, finance lead, marketing lead, research lead, site lead, and students volunteers. When we work at the event, for example, serving customers or taking payments, we use a minimum wage of 17.6 per hour.
Our total project budget is 4,000, and here is the simple breakdown. The biggest cost is ingredients, which takes 2,300 because we need enough food for all 4 event days. Then we spend 250 on packaging, like containers and napkins, and 500 for market stores and permits. For marketing, we set aside 300 for posters and a small social media boost. We also need 150 for PPE and cleaning supplies to keep everything safe. Card payments also have fees, so we budget 200 for that. And finally, we include a 300 contingency fund for anything unexpected. Altogether, this adds up to 4,000, which is a simple and realistic budget for a student project like ours.
Hi everyone, now I'm going to focus on the top 3 risks that could affect our St. Lawrence Market pop-up and explain how our team plans to manage them effectively. The first risk is not securing a space at St. Lawrence Market. Even though the probability is not extremely high, the impact is very serious because without a confirmed location, the project cannot move forward at all. To reduce this risk, we are submitting our application as early as possible and requesting more than one date instead of relying on a single option. We also identified backup locations that are still within the same area, so if space becomes unavailable, we don't lose the opportunity to operate. This allows the project to continue even if the original plan changes, and it gives us flexibility instead of stopping the entire event. The second risk is not reaching our required sales goal of 100 meals a day. Since this could easily happen, we plan to test different menu items, encourage early purchases, and promote the booth in real time during the event to increase traffic. The third major risk is a food safety issue, which will have serious consequences even if it's unlikely. To prevent this, only certified culinary students will handle the food, strict safety standards will be followed, and liability insurance will be in place. By identifying these risks early and creating clear response plans, we are confident that the project can operate smoothly, safely, and successfully. And thank you for your attention. Bye bye.